as preparations for the upcoming season continue to gather pace. There's a growing sense of anticipation and renewed energy sweeping through Ibrox. It feels like a fresh chapter is being written, and the buzz among the Rangers' support is undeniable. Changes behind the scenes are already taking shape, setting the tone for what's expected to be a transformative period for the club. The combination of new leadership, fresh investment, and a clear direction underlines that Rangers are gearing up for something big. The summer transfer window was always going to be lively, given the circumstances, with new ownership eager to leave their mark and a new manager looking to mold the squad to fit his vision. The expectation was that there would be movement both in and out of the door at Ibrox. And now, one recent announcement has only intensified the sense of optimism. Supporters are buzzing after news broke that could very well prove pivotal for the club's ambitions going forward. Before diving into the major development, there's also been some chatter coming out of Dens Park regarding one of their standout young talents. Dundee have given an update on Josh Mulligan's contract situation, amid strong speculation linking the midfielder with a move to Glasgow. Mulligan, just 22 years old, is currently on course to become a free agent this summer, with his deal set to expire. However, Dundee have made it clear that discussions over a potential new contract are ongoing, and they haven't given up hope of keeping him. The Scotland under-21 international has caught the eye not just at Ibrox, but across several clubs down south as well, with Rangers already having secured Lyall Cameron from Dundee earlier in the year. There's been growing talk about whether Mulligan could be the next player to make the switch. Cameron was snapped up on a pre-contract back in January, and fans are now wondering if his former teammate will be joining him in Glasgow. While nothing's certain yet, it's a situation that will definitely be monitored closely over the coming weeks. Meanwhile, Dundee have confirmed that several players will be leaving the club at the end of their current contracts. Names like Scott Fraser, Antonio Portales, Scott Tiffany, and Joe Shaughnessy are all heading for the exit door, signaling a summer of change for the Dark Blues as well. Back at Ibrox, though, the focus has very much been on building a squad capable of restoring Rangers to the top of Scottish football. After years of frustration and near misses, the hunger for success is as fierce as ever. The latest signing has certainly helped to lift the mood. Rangers acted quickly and decisively, making a statement with a key addition that's got supporters talking. Following the recent takeover by Andrew Kavanagh and the involvement of the 49ers Enterprises, the financial landscape at the club has shifted. A fresh £20 million injection has been described by finance experts as a significant and positive step forward. It's clear that the new regime means business. The arrival of Russell Martin as head coach has only added to the sense that change is well and truly underway. Let's be honest, it's been a tough few years for the blue side of Glasgow since lifting the Premiership trophy in the 2020 to 2021 season. Rangers have watched as Celtic racked up for consecutive league titles. The gap between the two sides has felt wider than ever at times, but there's now a growing belief that the tide is turning. The new signings and the overall energy coming from within the club suggest that Rangers are determined to close that gap and reclaim their place at the summit of Scottish football. One name at the center of this new optimism is Lyall Cameron. The 22-year-old midfielder has officially become a Rangers player after agreeing a pre-contract earlier this year, coming off a fantastic season with Dundee. Cameron's contribution was nothing short of remarkable. 14 goals and 9 assists in 41 appearances from midfield is a serious return, especially considering the circumstances Dundee found themselves in last season. Cameron, a product of Dundee's youth academy, was a constant bright spot in what was otherwise a turbulent campaign at Dens Park. His influence was critical in helping the club avoid relegation. On the final day of the season, Cameron stepped up with 2 crucial goals against St Johnstone, ensuring Dundee's survival and capping off a season to remember. Unfortunately for Dundee, that survival wasn't enough to save manager Tony Docherty, who was dismissed just 24 hours after the final whistle. For Cameron, though, the reward for his performances is a move to one of the biggest clubs in the country. At Ibrox, the pressure is on a completely different level. The expectations are sky high and every performance will be under intense scrutiny. But that's exactly the kind of challenge a player like Cameron seems ready to embrace. For a Rangers side that struggled badly for goals from midfield last season, his arrival couldn't come at a better time. With key players like Ioannis Hagi, Tom Lawrence, and Vasilis Zagorakis departing at the end of their contracts, the need for midfield reinforcements was obvious. Cameron brings not only goals but also creativity, energy, and a fearless attitude that could make him a fan favorite in no time. The official announcement came on the 17th of June, with Rangers welcoming their new signing on social media. The fan reaction was immediate and overwhelmingly positive. One comment summed up the mood perfectly: "We are so back." A simple statement, but one that reflects the renewed hope coursing through the Rangers support right now. The sense of momentum isn't just limited to this one signing. Across the board, there's a feeling that things are shifting, with new ownership in place, a new manager in the dugout, and new players arriving. The atmosphere around Ibrox feels transformed. The rebuild is clearly well underway, and Lyall looks set to play a central role in this next chapter. But the transfer activity doesn't stop there. Reports from the south suggest that Russell Martin is on the verge of securing his first official signing since taking the reins at Ibrox. According to reliable sources, Rangers have reached a verbal agreement with AFC Bournemouth right back Max Aarons, and a deal is said to be close to completion. Aarons is a player with proven pedigree, part of the England squad that won the European Under-21 Championship 2 years ago. He's also got the EFL Championship titles under his belt with Norwich City. His breakthrough season back in 2019 saw him named the EFL's Young Player of the Year, and his consistent performances at Carrow Road earned him a £7 million move to Bournemouth in 2020-3. Unfortunately for Aarons, his time at the Vitality Stadium hasn't gone according to plan. Under Spanish boss Andoni Iraola, he managed just 3 Premier League appearances last season, struggling to break into the first team, seeking more regular game time. Aarons was loaned out to La Liga side Valencia with an option to make the move permanent. However, that spell in Spain didn't bring the hoped-for revival. Aarons featured in just 4 matches before Valencia decided against taking up the purchase clause. Now, with his future at Bournemouth uncertain, Rangers have made their move. A season-long loan deal looks set to bring the English right back to Glasgow, offering him a fresh start and a chance to reignite his career at a club where regular football and big nights under the lights at Ibrox could be just what he needs. But the recruitment drive doesn't end with Aarons. Reports have emerged suggesting that Rangers are also close to landing another exciting prospect. Out of contract Peterborough United winger Quaime Poku has been heavily linked with a move to Glasgow. At just 23 years of age, Poku has attracted interest from several clubs, including newly promoted Sunderland, Birmingham City, and teams from across the European continent. Despite that competition, sources close to the situation claim that Rangers believe they've won the race for his signature. With his contract at Peterborough coming to an end, Poku is available on a free transfer, though Rangers would be required to pay a compensation fee due to his age and development history. Thanks to cross-border regulations, however, the amount Rangers would need to pay is expected to be significantly lower than what English clubs would face. It's a situation reminiscent of the deal that brought Joe Aribo to Ibrox from Charlton Athletic back in 2019. For Rangers, securing both Aarons and Poku would represent a huge statement of intent from the new regime, with the club reportedly missing out on Swansea City centre-back Harry Darling, who looks set for a move to Norwich. Getting these 2 deals over the line would provide a massive boost for Russell Martin, as he looks to shape a squad capable of challenging on all fronts. The excitement is building, and fans are understandably eager to see how these potential new signings will fit into the manager's plans. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Whispers are gathering pace around Ibrox this week, as chatter grows louder over a surprise signing that's caught even the most connected insiders slightly off guard. Word on the street is that Rangers may have pulled off a quiet masterstroke, with none other than Royal Antwerp's MICHEL-ANGE BALIKWISHA reportedly set to join the Light Blues in what would be a headline-making move across the Scottish Premiership. While there's been no official unveiling just yet, those close to the deal suggest it's all but wrapped up, with the player already having said his goodbyes in Belgium. BALIKWISHA, just 23, has been turning heads in the Jupiler Pro League for some time now. Known for his blistering pace, deft feet, and an eye for goal, the winger, capped at youth level for Belgium, has long been tipped for a bigger stage, and it now seems Glasgow may be that very platform. The potential move has raised eyebrows, not only for the caliber of player Rangers appear to be landing, but for how quietly the deal seems to have been handled. There's talk that negotiations were well advanced before any leaks, with manager Felipe Clement himself no stranger to the Belgian football circuit. Playing a key role in convincing BALIKWISHA of the Ibrox project, fans are buzzing across forums and social media, speculating on where BALIKWISHA might fit into the starting sheet and what this could mean for the likes of Abdallah Sima or Rabbi Matondo. Could this signal a shift in tactics? Is Clement building something more dynamic? On the flanks, nothing concrete has been confirmed yet, but the signs point to a Rangers side quietly evolving behind the scenes. While the rumor mill churns, all eyes now turn to preseason. If BALIKWISHA does walk out at Ibrox in blue, it could mark one of the more intriguing moves of the summer and a bold statement of intent from a club clearly looking to wrestle back domestic dominance. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC, and don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.